So as of today, we are officially 50% of the way through Fortnite Chapter 2, Season 2, and there are some unbelievably strange things brewing. There was a big update just a couple days ago, and I want to lay out all the information I possibly can for you to help us figure out what's going to happen. If you're new, I'd really appreciate you dropping a like and subscribing, becoming a part of the Fruit faction today. I'd really appreciate that. Also, make sure to follow my Caffeine.tv live stream in the description down below for a chance to play with me, get a gift, chat with me, ask me questions, all sorts of stuff. It's a lot of fun. I promise you will not regret it. So first off, I want to start with this announcement by Fortnite and Deadpool earlier. It's no surprise Deadpool was coming to the game. We've known that since the first day of the season. But this official tweet from Deadpool says, starting tomorrow, I'm crashing this party. There will be music, tacos, and a whole lot of Deadpool. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. And it looks like, and based on leaks I've seen, that the yacht out in the water is going to be transformed into a Deadpool yacht, and who knows what else is going to come about with this. Probably some challenges and stuff like that, so I'm really excited about Deadpool. Let me know how many of you guys are going to be rocking him on day one. So in my live stream yesterday over on Caffeine, I was notified by a lot of you guys in the chat that something was happening at Risky Reels, at least temporarily. So I looked into it, and yes, indeed, this is what was playing on the screen at Risky Reels. As you can see, we've seen something very similar to this before. It's a llama just jumping up and down. I'm not sure exactly what this is for. It could be a simple bandwidth test from Epic. It could mean something more. As we know, in the past, there have been event warnings that have been broadcast in very similar means just to this. And when you couple that with what I'm going to get into a little later in this video as we progress, you'll see that it makes a lot of sense for it to potentially mean something for an upcoming event. We haven't had a real event since Season X. The End was the last one, so I'm really excited to see what's being cooked up here in this season. And like I said, as we dive further into the video, you'll see exactly why I think that. So one of the strangest map changes that occurred with the update a couple days ago was the introduction of what files in the game indicate as Doomsday devices. Now this is very similar to what we've seen in the past with other events, with the rocket, the original rocket launch in Season 4, even the end event, even the Caddis versus the robot fight. Like, that was all pretty much on the brink of Doomsday. We all had theories about that, and here we are again. You can see outside the agency, all throughout the water, there are 5 different little capsules, little things in the water that in the files, like I said, are called Doomsday devices. So it's unknown as to what this is actually going to do. Is it going to blow up? Is it going to destroy the island? Is it going to destroy a part of the island? Was this set up by the Shadow or Ghost operations? Most likely the Shadow operations, because it's surrounding the agency here. Only time will really tell. Personally, seeing this kind of stuff come into the game gives me so much life and just kind of re-energizes me when it comes to this game, because I'll be honest with you, the thing that makes this game the most unique out of any game I've ever played is truly its ability to rally and get the whole community together to experience in-game events that change the way the game is played, that change the map. And that really keeps people on their toes with new content, all sorts of other stuff like that. So I'm really excited about this because, as you guys know, I'm really big into the events. I love to cover it. I've covered this game for 2+ years. This kind of stuff is the stuff I like to see, and with this introduction of the Doomsday devices, it gets me really, really happy. As if that wasn't enough, there was another leak from that update. This is courtesy of Lucas7Yoshi over on Twitter, but basically you can see the same module for the event countdown timer that we've typically seen has been re-added to the game. As you can see, day, hours, minutes, and seconds. That's the same timer that we've seen for numerous events throughout the game's history, and the fact that this was added with the same update as the Doomsday devices around the agency really is looking up for the chances of an event happening very soon. And like I said, we're 50% of the way through the season. 50%, it's flown by. So very soon, we're going to start getting more leaks about what's actually going to happen, and this is the best part of the game in my opinion. Yeah, I love the game, it's a great game, it's very addicting, it's fun, but like I said, the events, I think, are what make the game truly unique, and they cannot stray away from that. They cannot do it. And that's why I was disappointed last season when there was no real big event. Yeah, there were a couple like collaborations like the Star Wars thing, but that wasn't really an event in the same sense. So naturally, as I do, the second I saw all this info, I started doing research on the internet through Reddit, Twitter, you name it, to find more stuff out, and I found this post on Reddit from user Kina Kingi, who I've actually featured on the channel a good number of times. He's a well-renowned concept person and theorist on Reddit, so you should definitely check him out over there. I'll link the post in the description, but he says, what if the Doomsday devices don't destroy the island, but all the ghost and shadow bases get obliterated? Now, before I actually show you the map concept for this idea, let me explain why this makes sense. So obviously the whole theme of this season are these two sides battling it out, the ghost and the shadow operations. There are different bases around the map for both factions, and obviously since they're battling it out, since they are enemies, wouldn't it make sense for these Doomsday devices to be planted by one faction at the base of another faction to kind of deal a large blow, possibly even wipe them out completely? So that's why I think it makes sense. You know, I think with time, I'm going to go ahead and put out a theory right now that I think more of these devices are going to get added around the map, and then finally they're all going to explode at once, and that's where the concept comes into play. So here it is again, shout out to user Kina Kingi, but you can see basically all of the ghost and shadow bases have been removed from the map. You can see the oil rig, which was I guess already gone, is even more gone, more obliterated. You have the agency in the middle, obviously really wiped out from a huge explosion. You got the yacht gone, you got the shark gone. All of these hideouts for either faction are gone. I think this would be really interesting. I don't think they would go as far as to destroy the entire map, considering we literally, in the grand scheme of things, just got this new map with Chapter 2. We played on one map, granted it was updated over time, but one base map for 10 seasons. I don't think after 2 more seasons they would go with that same route and change the map up completely that much. That's why I think this concept, more than anything else, makes the most amount of sense, not only in that regard, but also because these two factions are fighting each other. They want to blow each other up, and it would make sense for them to all just kind of blow each other up in a giant fit of rage. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And as always, if you guys have any ideas, theories, comments, suggestions, anything like that, and you want to be featured in my next video, all you have to do is let me know in the comments, tweet me, shoot me an Instagram message, literally do anything whatsoever to get in contact with me. I always read everything, and I would love to feature you guys, as you know, on the channel. That's what I've come to be known for, talking about you guys, sharing your opinions as well as mine, to hopefully get to the bottom of what's happening, because I'm a fan of the game, I'm a fan of what's happening with the storyline, and everything like that, so let me know. So something else that's very, very interesting and quite telling has been leaked, and I want to share it with you guys. So this is a leaked cutscene of Midas, and this is pretty shocking, so let me go ahead and play it for you. Now, bear in mind, this is leaked. It's not the best quality, it's not supposed to be out right now, but leakers did their best. However, with that said, there are a lot of details missing, there are a lot of textures missing, so I'll just try to explain the best I can. The cutscene starts by Midas walking into a room. He's looking, and he holds the helmet of the Black Knight. I know it's checkerboarded with the pattern here, but it is the Black Knight. I promise you that's the helmet of the Black Knight. He looks at it, and then he goes to hang it up, and then you can see the masks of so many other skins, including Battlehound, including Lynx, including so many other skins in the game that are just sitting on his wall there. So I'm trying to piece together exactly what this means. I've seen several theories, one being Midas could literally be all of these people. Maybe these are his different faces and his different skins and outfits that he puts on. I think that's an interesting one. Another one is that these are the victims that he has killed in battle. These are the helmets and his spoils of war, so to speak, of the people who he has taken over, conquered, or anything like that. I know it's not exactly the same, but it's similar to kind of what the mafia bosses might do, where they, you know, take some kind of spoil or reward or something to show that they've taken someone over or killed someone. I'm not exactly sure what this means, but as I said before, I welcome any of you guys to let me know in the comments what you think is going to happen, what you think this cutscene means, and ultimately what we think it's going to mean for the upcoming event, which I would say has about a 90 to 95% chance of happening in all likelihood, considering all the stuff I've shown in this video, all of the leaks, the event countdown timer, the Doomsday devices, all that sort of stuff. So I'm really excited for the future of the game. Like I said, we haven't had a real storyline event in over a season and a half, which has been grueling for me because I love that stuff. And when the game doesn't have that stuff, it's a little less enjoyable in my opinion. So to see this stuff actually come to fruition, to see this stuff actually looking like things are pointing in the right direction. It makes me really excited, and it really energizes me to want to make more videos and stay on top of this stuff for you guys. So like I said, the comment section is your best friend to get in touch with me. Twitter is probably the second best place. I read all of your suggestions and all of your comments, and I would absolutely love to feature some of you in my next video. So by all means, no theory, no idea is too big or too small. Let me know in the comments. I would love to feature you. Guys, remember to check out my caffeine.tv live stream. The link is in the description. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. We have a great time. I give out gifts. Literally every single stream is dedicated to giving you guys gifts in the game to make your life easier, especially now when times are tough. I want to be able to give as much as I can away to you guys who support me day in and day out, and all of your support does not go unnoticed. You guys really help me live my dreams, so I really appreciate that. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. I'd really appreciate that as well. And if you really want to make sure you're not missing out on any new content, turn on the notification bell to be notified immediately every single time I upload. I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to watch. It means the world to me. Make sure you tune back in for a new video very soon, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, and peace out.